We are not an incarnation of a previous named and reformed under a new rubric just for the sake of saying that globalism is a thing. From the nation of... And this is the song and story of our people, where we conquer the whole world. Okay. I like that it has a mouse cursor because that means that it's probably a PC port, and I'm happy about that. Look at Obama. Look at low-key Obama in the background. Just hanging out, you know, taking the tram, being a cool guy. Oh, would you like to play the tutorial? Yeah. Oh my god. Look at, there's scenarios. Can we tutorial with the United States? Also, that's not the United States. That's that's... What is that? That's not even what... Okay. I am super confused. What are we looking at? How is this the borders? It's missing borders. Oh, but there's planes already on the map. I like that. Oh, look at it drift. That's fucking excellent. That. Fuck yeah, okay. Is there... How do we get over to the tutorial? Let's see. Can we click on this tutorial? Oh shit, is that Kim Jong-un? Poland, huh? Tutorial basics. Sure. Suggested countries, Poland. Alright. The system is authoritarianism with a 4-star economy and a 3-star military. Not in the bloc. So we've got Central Poland, Warmia, Masuria, Kaliningrad, Pomerania. Kaliningrad's not part of Poland. Silesia and Subcarpathia. So we're next to Czechia, Germany. Denmark's over there, right next to Lithuania. Kaliningrad looks to be a separate thing. Unless it's part of... It looks like it's part of Russia. So they have a territory on the other side of Lithuania? That's Latvia's there, Estonia, okay. Finland. Is Finland part of Russia? Can confirm Finland not part of Russia. Look at that. We already know more than Trump. Right there. We just learned. Hashtag superpower, here we come. Kazakhstan. Northern Kazakhstan. I just wanted to look around the map a little. To see where... I've never seen where the political borders actually are. Kashmir. Hindu Kush. Hindu Kush, name of a lovely strain of marijuana. Also, a region. A country? Interesting, okay. Let's get back to... Oh, look at that. There's Uzbekistan. Kazakhstan. Wow, Kazakhstan's fucking huge. Okay, it's not that huge. I take it back a little. Abkhazia, Azerbaijan, Armenia, Georgia, Anatolia. Oh, okay. Asian, Thrace, Istanbul. Bulgaria, Macedonia, Kosovo, Montenegro. Albania, Greece. It's awesome. Okay. How do we start out with this? Yes. Oh, I see start. It's way over there. This is definitely a PC port. Okay. In this scenario, you will learn about the interface and economic aspects of the game. Move to the next page by pressing X. On the arrow below. Oh, we actually have to go up there and hit it. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, this is a super hard PC port. Okay. Basic information about your country is shown in the upper bar. Hover over the icons to see what they represent. Well, thanks. Thanks, Dame. I'll do that. So we have action points, a reflection of the government's effectiveness used for diplomatic actions, projects, and armies. So we start off with a base of 30, 36 provinces, 7 industry profile, 17 on population, and 28 projects and events to undertake. We have currency used to pay for units and buildings. We have 182 different taxes. That's 10 debt, 20 armies, 76 projects and events. Determines the position and world ranking required to win the game in grand campaigns. Okay. Do we get country info? No. Oh, here we go. Our full province list. Subcarpathia. We can see that on the map, though. Our score ratings. Scores compare with other countries. High positions provide timed bonuses. So we get a buff for being the best. Fuck yeah, we do. Okay. GDP growth is the monthly change in GDP determined from income. Taxes, unemployment growth, and economic development. 0.15% on tax. And some of this stuff for like GDP growth with interventionism and the world economy situation, we'll see how that fluctuates and what those statistics more accurately represent as we get into it. Now, over here, what do we have? Resources from owned provinces and trade required for projects, buildings, army, and warheads. And the HDI is a statistical measurement of citizens' level of development, education, and income required for projects. Shortens army production and projects implementation. Okay. Now, step 1. Can I pause this? There it is. Now, can I turn this music down before we go deaf? Because it is deafening. Holy shit, I appreciate it, but wow, is that intense. Okay. That seems like it won't kill us anymore. Maybe we should drop the sound so that if we ever have a situation, we don't shit our pants from the noise. Okay. Do we have to save it for that to register? No. Okay, we're not back to deaf. Okay. So, let's take out a loan. How do we do that? Oh, I guess we have to continue through this. Under the upper bar, you can see the information bar. Interesting news items and events in your and other countries will be listed here. You can clear the messages by pressing X on them. Next to the upper bar is the current date and the buttons used to change the game speed. The default speed is normal. You can pause the game or set it to fast by pressing those buttons. That corresponding is left and right on the D-pad, if anybody's wondering. Here you can also find the blurb plain view button to quickly change to a cleaner, more easy to read map. Okay. Let's go ahead and press that button. That is dog shit. So we can come on down here to projects. So we have 2 empty project slots. Internal politics, let's open this up. High unemployment rate. Negative GDP growth. This would probably be why we wanted to pause the game. We had dates just flipping by and we're not doing anything to manage our government, so we want, or our country, I guess. The government of our country, huh? Huh? Complete statement. Done. Your main country management options are in the side menu. You can find detailed information about your nation here. The side menu is further divided into 4 submenus. Internal politics. Do we actually have to click this? Oh, we do. Okay. Economy, military, and other country. What? Okay. Press X on their icons to switch between them. Okay, so let's get a look at that. That is internal politics, economy, military, and then other country. Okay, and we'll flip through those and see what they mean. So our next election, we have a date for that. It's 2020. It'll be in the 1st of 95. We could probably change this. Voting simulation. Interventionism. We want that target to be a 7, huh? What? Subtract 2 from all of it. 2, 5. Interesting. I'm not sure what we're seeing here. Are we seeing a guesstimate of what it would, of what would happen for our situation if we were to run an election, or where it will happen if the election were to take place currently? Something like that. Authoritarianism. I wish we could get a little view on what all of these mean as we go. Democracy, authoritarianism, totalitarianism, and the effects. Okay, here we go. So we have an allowable deficit with a 1 multiplier. Relations to democracy. Looks like it's -5. I'm not sure if they're dashing everything. No. It looks like plus and minus means plus and minus, because this is at negative 0.24%. Unhappiness. Oh, there's an effect. Huh? 2%. Relations are below 30. Annexation requirements. No restrictions there. Okay, so let's see. Tasks. I guess we should get through this menu first before we start messing with stuff. Next to the buttons, you will find categories for specific sections of each of the 4 subsections. Okay. So, we need to take out a loan. Oh, wow. The task was set for, we should have paused it immediately. So much like cities, we're going to want to pause right when we get here. Let's take out that loan. Can we do that? No? Not yet? Okay. It wants to tell us stuff, more stuff, before we do stuff. Let's go back and just take a peek at the other menus real quick. So we have military. We can change factors in the military. A base of 16. Population dedicated towards it. And the amount of probably total country dedication. Plus 12. I don't know. We'll see what some of these mean as we get deeper into it. War losses are 0. War loss decrease 1 a month. Probably negligible or irrelevant data currently. I don't know what a war theater is yet. All of this stuff's a little bit beyond what we're doing, considering we can't click on anything and we're just taking a peek. I'm just trying to learn what we can. We have the ability to recruit up to 20 more soldiers into our army. We're going to want to round that out. We want to have a robust military from the beginning so we don't get chumped out. We are right next to the Ukraine. We got to watch out. They might get in the middle of our tobacco disputes. Okay. What's our other thing here? Other country. Brief information of publicly known facts about the country. That's pretty cool. Current population is at 3,688 in the productive age group. Oh, that's great. Okay. So this will determine our army limit and action points. Here's our score. Blah, 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 blah. This doesn't tell us much. Oh, we've got some, it tells us about our culture. The type of civilization that we have. Okay. Okay. So the GDP, the estimated value of all annually produced goods and services. This determines the wealth of the country and project and event costs. Top 12 GDP countries participate in the United Nations. The economic development statistic here for our economy is the standard of living based on the level of changes and improvements introduced to the economy. It's determined by the GDP per capita. This is unit costs, I imagine, as well as... Oh no, this is probably not cost. This is what we have, huh? Maybe. Diplomacy tab with nothing, no warmonger. Perception of the country's expansive ambitions. Earned by crimes against peace like wars and spying. A high level decreases global relations and encourages actions against the country. So you do not want to get this warmonger number up. Get put down. Show us our provinces. Okay. Next to the side menu, you can find additional buttons for Windows that deal directly with certain aspects of the game, e.g. the United Nations or nuclear weapon management. You will learn more about these in a moment. Where are we at with that? Right there? Okay. So, our examples, we have statistics, projects, tasks, UN, stock exchange, nuclear management. Okay. So that's what we got going on down there. That's bottom left. I really like the menu interface. There's a lot of information that it has to convey to us, and it does it in a relatively simplistic fashion. I like that. Oh my god, we're looking at Transylvania. Step 1, annex Transylvania and burn it to the ground. What's that? Vampires aren't real. Send Transylvania a package that says, I'm sorry, love Poland. But then sign it by Donald Trump. You know, to garner peace. Okay, in the lower right part of the screen, you can set your desired map view. By default, is set to political. That's an interesting... I want to like try and come up with the word for that. I would set to political. Let's see. Oh, I see. This is actually political map, relations map. Oh, look at that. That's great. Terrain map. Terrain map. What do we got here? Societal map. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, yeah, the Transylvanians are Romanian and Orthodox. Of course they are. No, I don't know. Let's see our trade maps. So this is going to be... What is this going to be? Representation of... Is just a trade statistic? I know that's natural resources. What is the other one? Click on... No, they've... removed our ability to click on those things. Okay, that's fine. Let's see what the last one looks like. A score map. Oh, look at us, just kicking everybody in the dick. Everybody around us can. Oh, Slovakia is coming for our. Okay. So we'll go back to political map. I don't mind that map. Looking at that while we scroll around, do whatever they want from us. To the right of the screen is the notification center. It will show up whenever something requires your attention. Press X on the internal politics icon there, which will expand and show you what's happening at home. As you can see, right now your country is in a dire economic situation due to a negative GDP growth and high unemployment. It's up to you to turn things around. That would be these stats here that we saw initially. We saw these pretty much right away. Because we're the best. I'm not going to say that we're the best. Oh, I did? Well, I mean, that's it's clearly because we must be the best. Otherwise, why would I have said it? I would have been the first impulsive thing out of my mouth to say that we're the best. You know, the first thing that you say is always true, right? Can't be wrong. Hashtag the internet said it. Okay. So to move forward, you need to finish the tasks listed in the tasks menu. The first requires you to borrow some money. Press the blue Take Loan button in the economy menu to do so. So we'll head on over to economy, and now we get to press the loan button. We managed to find our way to this earlier without intervention. Can we take all the loans? Keep taking loans until you're bankrupt. You got it, game. Oh, that's interesting. You can't complete the task and pause. You have to unpause it. We got a little bit of a prize here. We got some influence, some monies, and some other stuff, whatever that is. We'll get the lingo soon. Tutorials just to finish it up here. We get some GDP growth. Notice that you've earned action points and score points for finishing your first task. Action points are a representation of your government's bureaucratic power and are spent on various actions. Similarly to money, your monthly income of AP and every other resource appears in brackets in the upper bar. Our earn rate score points determine your place in the score ranking. No shit. Usually, you need to place first at the end of the scenario, or at the end of a scenario's timeline to win. You can check the current rankings by pressing X over the numbers by the star score icon in the upper bar. Your position and ranking will also determine which special bonuses will be available for your country. Now that you have some money to burn, to increase your income further, you can use the tax slider in the economy menu. Keep in mind that high taxes will cause unhappiness and will lower your GDP growth. Well, we wanted to increase our GDP growth. %46 seems excessive. Is that where we want it? Or do we want it all the way here? 82%. 44%. Reaching positive GDP growth and activating the basic infrastructure project are parts of your next task. Positive GDP growth translates into a wealthier society over time, which in return translates into higher profits from taxes. Projects are unique laws, policies, constructions, and orders introduced by your government. They can affect various aspects of your country. For example, basic infrastructure will improve your GDP growth. Introducing a good project can easily help you kill two birds with one stone by also finishing tasks. Choose the basic infrastructure icon in the Tasks menu or open the Projects window. Find the basic infrastructure project under the Economy category and implement it by choosing Activate and confirming your decision. Then leave the Projects menu. Project implementations can take a while. Check their progress in the Notifications Center to the right of the screen. You can also speed things up using the time control buttons. Time control! Oh, time control! Basic infrastructure. Here we go. Let's activate basic infrastructure project implementation. Phase 1 activated. We have 2 project slots, so I'm tempted to go ahead and double stack this. But what we should do first I guess let's close out. We should try and double stack it or pick some new research, but we should see what the next option here for us is. Oh, it does want us to double stack it. It's not happy yet. Oh, I know why it's not happy. Because it's not done. The effects are positive GDP growth. Now we just have a small amount of growth to overcome. And we could do that by pausing time, grabbing our tax slider, and dropping it from whatever it was at to 40%. That's a substantial drop. That ought to help. Improving the economy. We now have a positive GDP growth by activating the basic infrastructure project. So next up, we're going to introduce bureaucracy project to lower our unemployment growth. Okay, so we'll head on down to our tasks. Bureaucracy project. Let's see. If I come on down to... Okay, let's see. Great job. Keep in mind that upkeep for most active projects requires money and action points every month. If you ever find yourself needing to cut costs, you can always suspend some projects. Now, let's look at the unemployment in your country. The unemployment rate is in the economy menu. Here it is right here. It's already high, but it's getting even higher due to its positive growth. You can fight it by increasing GDP growth or by introducing helpful projects. Introduce the bureaucracy project from the economy menu to finish your next task. To make it easier to plan around projects, you can switch between categories and projects lists with the button in the lower left part of the screen. While in sort mode, you can also use the effects filter let's see, in the upper left hand corner of the projects window. Use it and pick unemployment from the list. This will show you only projects that can affect unemployment growth. Select bureaucracy in the list to center it on the screen. So we're going to need 0.38%. So let's head on down and do what they said and look at our projects. It wants us to sort with unemployment as our filter. We'll go down with that to find bureaucracy. Oh, well, I mean, yeah, we knew it was right here. So we'll implement bureaucracy. Okay. Okay, so now we have that going. There it is. Project has been implemented. That'll give us the effects of a negative 0.07% unemployment growth. Interventionism target +1. And a +2% for our tax income. Finish tutorial. Okay. Excellent. Now your country should be economically stable for the time being. Remember that loans you take out must be repaid. Otherwise, you could face bankruptcy when your debt gets deep enough. Your GDP and score are permanently lowered then. Repay your loan from the beginning of the game by pressing on the Pay Debt button in the economy menu, moving the slider to the maximum, confirming your decision. So we'll go to Pay Debt. Pay that debt. Pay that debt. Next up, we're going to increase relations with Czechia to at least 65. Now, let's take a look at diplomacy. In real politics, your country maintains constant relations with every other country in the world. Relations are represented by values between 0, the lowest, and 100, the highest. You can check your current relations by changing to the relation map view. Key relations are also listed in the capital provinces of other countries. So we'll swoop on down from political and switch it on over to the relations view. We'll see that our relation with Czechia is at 50, and we want it to get 100. Your next task requires you to, 65. Oh, that's much easier, okay. At least 65 relations with Czechia. Close the tasks window and press L3 to select the Czech region. Choose Diplomacy in the circle menu to view diplomatic actions. Reaching 65 with them will require the implementation of 2 programs: Improve Relations and Help Country. Diplomatic programs are somewhat similar to one-off projects. You need the money and action points to begin implementation, but you don't need to pay every month to keep them active. After implementation of both programs, your relations with Czechia should reach the needed 65. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so let's head on down to the tasks. What is it on with us? Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I'm stupid. Diplomacy, help country, and improve relations. Okay. Help country. Implement. Okay. Diplomacy. And improve relations. Yay! There we go. We've increased our relations with Czechia to at least 65. So now we want to start our own bloc by inviting Czechia. Excellent. Now it's time to start your own bloc. Blocs are alliances between countries. A country can only be in one bloc at a time. To invite Czechs to your bloc, press L3 on the province, pick diplomacy, and then bloc operation. Okay. Diplomacy, bloc operation. Let us invite them. We did it. So now let's introduce the Freedom of Movement block integrator. Now, as long as they stay in your block, you'll have full access to their units in every conflict. Keep in mind that your block's maintenance also costs money and AP per month, depending on the size and number of members. You can also introduce your special integrators to gain additional benefits from your block. Integrators are similar to projects, with the difference being that you'll need higher relations with your block members in order to keep your block together for each activated integrator. Open up your block integrators window and find the Freedom of Movement integrator. It will improve the monthly population growth of your country. Start the integrator and wait until it's active. Okay. What did it get us? Centered. Okay. Get freedom of movement. Can we get that checked? Freedom of movement. Activate. Okay. Turn Czechia into an authoritarian country. In the Politics category of the Eternal Politics menu, you can find basic political information on your country. In the, let's see, if it's interventionism, personal control, or militarism. And it's level 3. Oh. Take a while to look them over and note their change factors and effects. Oh. We're not even going to be able to finish this. I'm going to have to go to sleep. I'm fucking burnt. My brain just immediately shut off. We'll pick this up probably tomorrow afternoon when I wake up. I'm so burnt out. Oh, this game's going to be awesome. The tutorial's actually fun. It's complex. I feel like there's actually progression happening. I feel like I already understand sort of what's going on. Makes me happy. But until next time...